What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cheap Shot Music Podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Justin, and let's get right into hot garbage. Hot garbage. So Casey wanted to provide a little example of what he thought was hot garbage this week. So he chose Candy Paint by Post Malone.
Let's check it out.
Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors or the woo-up drop. If you busy plotting on what I got, kick in your door and swat you thought. $100,000 on the tabletop. Half price my whip, same price my watch. Got no jumper, but I ball a lot. So young Stoney, I do what I want. Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors or the woo-up drop. If you busy plotting on...
I mean, not gonna lie, this is a classic one for me. I love
like
this song.
Why isn't it on the summer hits? I mean, come on, why not?
Totally. It could be on a summer hits playlist. However, so I found this song when I was in my Post Malone phase.
Nice.
There was a 2-year period where I dressed up as Post Malone for Halloween. It was pretty lit, especially when I was a freshman in college. I had a couple girls do like mascara, like face paint or whatever, and they
you got face tattoos, Jack, right?
This is when I had long hair too, so they tied them into like little French braids.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's funny.
Wild like Post Malone though, because Posty is a wild guy. He likes to have fun and party.
For sure, and it's off the album Beer Bongs and Bentleys that was released April 27th, 2018. But this song was actually released in 2017 on April 14th for the Fate of the Furious soundtrack.
Which is a Fast and Furious movie, by the way. It's like one of the 9 of them. So
So that's why it's candy paint. Because it's the paint on the car.
Right.
I get it.
And
I get it.
Post loves cars. Like if you saw in that
classic
what was the most recent
ones
video?
too.
Yeah.
Like 80s and 90s, like old stuff. It's really cool. And
yeah.
I mean, he has the new stuff too, but
both really. I mean, if you see the video for Motley Crue by Post Malone.
Oh yeah.
Not spelled Crue because that's how Motley Crue actually spells Motley Crue. It's Motley and then Crew. Anyway.
EW. Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about the lyrics and the content of this song a little bit. Beat wise, I like it. I really think it's a great beat. Lyric wise, could use some work, I would say.
Well, it drew inspiration from Bricks by Gucci Mane. I mean, you're starting from that. I mean, how can you get better, right?
By repeating everything over and over again. How about that? Yeah. So let me ask you: do you find Gucci Mane to be a repetitive rapper?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He's a specific taste that if you like that style, if you like that vibe, you're gonna like him a lot.
Yeah, and I guess you could say the same with Post Malone. The biggest criticism that I have actually of this song is the repetitive nature of it, but I love that melody too, so I'm conflicted, really conflicted here, because oh my god, who's singing right now
who's singing
right now? I know, that was bad. Candy paint with the white on top, Lambo doors are the ooh up drop. If you're busy plotting on what I got, kick in your door, I'll swat you thought. $100,000 on the tabletop, half price my whip, same price my watch, got no jumper but I ball a lot, bitch I'm young Stoney, I do what I want. That is said at least what is
my watch
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Okay, so they had 3 people in the studio. It was Post, Louis Bell. They produced the whole thing, programmed, did the instrumentals for it, and then they had an extra writer Carl Rosen, who did a couple extra things. But so it's just three people mainly. So I'm glad that it's not this simple, like A, B, C, D, E, F, U.
Yeah, which had like 17 writers on it.
It's like, why? Oh, okay, this is what we're gonna get from 3 people. It's you're getting about 2 minutes of content in a 3.5 minute song. You're gonna get repetitive.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But at least it's like catchy, because I don't find A, B, C, D, E, F, U to be catchy.
But why? So it has 872 million views on Spotify.
Yep.
Why is it in our hot garbage, Jack? What?
Well, Casey definitely liked it less, and I can get where he's coming from on it. But I think the next song that we're going to talk about in today's top hits is more garbage.
Oh my god! What? So in today's top hits, we have "A Super Freaky Girl" by Nicki Minaj, number 1 on Billboard Hot 100, some others like Bad Habit and Snap. But in today's top hits, let's get into Pink Venom by BLACKPINK.
Ooh, bad.
No,
bad.
It's not bad.
Well, okay, yeah, it's not bad, but it's bad.
I'm not okay. It's bad, meaning I'm not. We are not putting it on our favorites list, and we're not going to go listen to it. I do like Candy Paint more than this.
I do like Candy Paint more too. Actually, I feel like we could have flipped these around, but Candy Paint's not a today top.
Yeah,
hit anyway.
It's not. So let's. Oh my gosh! So it's produced by 4 different people: Teddy Park, 24, RT, Ido.
And then it's written by the same people.
It's written by the same people.
And Danny Chung.
For the vocals of the 4 ladies that are in BLACKPINK that include Lalisa.
Right.
That's pretty much why it's such a popular group in the first place. And they have some interpolations on it.
This is the part that makes it bad. Shout out Lalisa because I like Lalisa.
She raps very nicely in it. Their vocals are great.
No, sounds good. Like, okay,
their vocals are good
as a song, as a beat, as a performance. It's all good. There's no question about it. But that's average nowadays, is what I'm saying.
But where they're drawing inspiration from, and like, they're making it sound like
4 pop songs.
4 songs. Ponde Replay by Rihanna, I Wanna Rock by Snoop Dogg, Kick in the Door just because they say the words kick in the door
at
by
the
Notorious B.I.G. And that's because I was about to say P.I.M.P. by 50 Cent.
Yeah. So, okay, Ponde Replay.
Oh my gosh.
Ponde Replay, the example, the interpolation in that is when they're kind of talking in a Jamaican way within the first, or in like a Jamaican cadence in the first minute of the song. I Wanna Rock is the part they stole. I'm going to call it stealing because it kind of is pretty much stealing.
I think they should have put sample in it too, but ugh.
But so the I Wanna Rock interpolation in this song is the Snoop Dogg, because they say BLACKPINK at the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And then Kick in the Door because they say the lyrics kick in the door.
That's it.
And then PIMP because the beat sounds like that, I kind of guess. But it literally steals exactly what makes Ponde Replay and I Wanna Rock such notable songs from their time.
Well, and this completely makes me question, well, people have been getting sued over music. So the problem that the game had in our recent breakdown is that he didn't have an interpolation or sample of
just
the
any
artist,
sort of credit.
Any credit. So I'm wondering if the credits like mean something business-wise.
Well, surely they definitely do, but interpolation doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, but it being produced and written by the same people and then them covering all of their bases.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to keep the writers and the producers all the same and then give the credits where they think they could get sued for, essentially.
Yeah, they're trying to get all of their bases covered.
Right, so this song is bad because it's an assembly of 4 other pop songs that's not done as well, in my opinion, as those original songs. And the reason why they have the writers and the producers all the same people is so that they can cover those bases and avoid a lawsuit. It's trying to make money with avoiding a lawsuit is what this song is.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, it's the number 1 spot and it has the cover of today's top hits.
Yeah, right.
It was released on August 19th as a single, 23 million views. And Spotify said it's the biggest debut of a K-pop female act ever. It's not on Billboard yet. Well, not yet anyways, because Billboard released on the 27th last week's numbers of hot trending songs. And it's in first place by 2.5 million mentions.
On Twitter mentions.
On Twitter.
Twitter mentions. So they won't put it on the Billboard list, but they will say that it's the number one in Twitter mentions.
I think is it because of the interpolation? Because, well, like Fly Me to the Moon last week, we saw that didn't really do good on Billboard because he was taking into interpolation of Fly Me to the Moon.
Well, Fly Me to the Moon was a different song. It was written by somebody else. So a cover's different than an interpolation. Those two things are different.
Is that the reason why it's not on Billboard? Because they're drawing inspiration from all these other...
And they sound so much like other songs.
Other songs.
Could be the reason. It also could be they haven't updated it yet, but it really doesn't make any sense to me that Billboard would have this list of hot trending songs powered by Twitter and then not have that be at the top of their Billboard international hits, because this would be considered an international hit.
It's not on the 200 list.
I know.
It's not
anywhere.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. So, well, why don't we get into a Justin's Joint and talk about Shireen? All right, Justin, a biggity breakdown for us you must provide.
The game is getting me going again.
So what was his recent album?
Again. Drillmatic, Heart vs. Mind. And we're specifically looking at 5 lines from No Man Falls featuring Pusha T and 2 Chainz.
Let's hear it.
So it's, and where would I be without the cane? Probably the same place Aubrey Graham. Drake would be without Lil Wayne. Same place Kendrick Lamar be without Shireen. Same place Michael Jackson be without Jermaine. The Jackson 4 just don't hit the same.
It's just so loaded. It's so loaded.
There's so many questions in here.
So much we got to answer. So you're saying that the Michael Jackson line, the one that same place that Michael Jackson would be without Jermaine, that's a kind of self-explanatory lyric.
Yeah, he wouldn't be so, the Jackson 5 wouldn't have been as famous. Michael Jackson would still be famous.
Right, but Jermaine Jackson was the backbone to it. And if actually you listen to the song I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, oh my God, that's one of the best Motown bass lines of all time. I teach it to my students.
And then kind of the same thing along the same lines as Lil Wayne with Drake. Just they wouldn't be as big at the time that they were without these people.
The influences that they had.
Exactly. And then so the game saying Kane, I'm just going to say that it's live USB DVDs because it just makes sense. In the late 90s, early 2000s, you still had to go to a studio, get a distributor. The game is, his background is a little sketchy.
Yeah, but you're saying, though, that the game wouldn't be anywhere without the cocaine or his live USB
or
DVD.
his live USB DVDs, because you need a distributor, you need to be getting in the studio, and because of his background, it's just kind of, I kind of get it.
All these lyrics come down to the theme of you wouldn't be the same without this thing.
Exactly. But the one that doesn't make as much sense to Jack or Casey is the Kendrick Lamar one.
About Shireen.
Who
are you, Shireen?
Who is it? Let's deep dive. So my original thoughts is she's kind of the main antagonist of Good Kid, Mad City. She starts out as a love interest, but then shit really goes down at the ending. So, is she real? Yes, she is. I'll put up the picture right now. That's of young her and Kendrick. Her, because Shireen's not her actual name. He covered it up just because
pseudonym.
She's kind of like an evil person. Album. Yeah. So during the album, Kendrick is like, googly eyes for her. And the only reason why she's interested in Kendrick Lamar is to set him up and get robbed.
Yeah, so this is Good Kid, Mad City, right?
So this is Good Kid, Mad City.
The album.
And the whole album will do a complete other breakdown. Every single song I could go into and break down what part of the story this is. His friends in the next part is Mad City. So,
but let's get back to Shireen. Let's talk about Shireen.
Exactly. That's why we need to talk about his friends seeking revenge after this. And one of his friends dies, and the brother of the friend comes to Kendrick seeking advice. And as we've seen from his album Damn and the song XXX featuring U2, uh his mentality is, I can't sugarcoat the answer for you. This is how I feel. If somebody's kill my son, then somebody is getting killed.
Yep.
So taking into account this mentality of Kendrick at the time, the brother goes
friend,
out and he dies.
So not only did his friend die, but the brother of the friend dies as well. And this is in Compton, where Kendrick grew up.
Yeah, and this is all painted in Mad City, and Kendrick changes his mentality, and leading to the song "Sing About Me Dying of Thirst" in the album.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, he tries to drown his sorrows, and that gives a little bit more context to the song "Swimming Pools," one of his most famous ones. Mm-hmm. And so some people say that Kendrick found religion because of a prayer that's said at the beginning of the album and in the middle of "Sing About Me Dying," sing about me, I'm dying of thirst. Oh yeah, I'm dying of thirst right now. And then this is voiced by Maya Angelou.
Yep, Maya Angelou.
Okay. And then so she's a woman that on the set of Poetic Justice, she
met Tupac
and helped a confrontation between him and another man. She
prevented it. Yeah.
She diffused the situation, and it's super similar to Kendrick Lamar in the situation. So it's just wonderful, and that's a wonderful interpolation right there.
So
just
you're
like
saying,
a real life example. He's putting that real life example into his song. It's so good. So I guess you could say that it's religion that saved him, but in my eyes, that the album ends with Dr. Dre, so it's kind of like Dr. Dre is his saving grace. He's not focusing on the street aspect, and he's not running away from his dreams of becoming a rapper, and he is full head force diving into becoming a rapper because of Shireen and getting set up.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, so what same place would they all be in? Well, we talked about Drake and Michael, just not as famous. But when talking about Kendrick Lamar and the game is literally saying they would be on the street fighting for their lives. And all of this is just from 5 lines, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
It's just from 5 lines.
That people need to pay attention to what rap lyrics actually say. And I think it's something I didn't appreciate when I was younger, because I didn't listen to the lyrics and read the lyrics and try to understand the culture that goes into rap. Rap is a culture. It's a community. It's a gathering of people who interact with each other through their expressive medium, which is the art form of rap. And, in order to truly appreciate something like this, you gotta understand the context.
Right. And man, I actually looked at a couple of videos of the breakdown of Drillmatic Heart vs. Mind, and people hate it.
Interesting.
The controversy around it, and it's a 31-track album, so they don't listen to it.
Yeah, the game has a lot to say.
It's so much to say, and God damn, we need to appreciate it when it's here.
Absolutely we do. But you know what I don't appreciate is Rolling Stone and their garbage lists.
Ooh.
Generic or genuine?
Welcome, everyone, to our last installment of Rolling Stone's Top 50 Best Summer Songs of All Time. We got the last 10, Jack.
Yeah, and it's...
You ready?
The list has disappointed me thus far, but let's see how they do with the top 10.
Yeah, so at number 10, what do we got?
We've got the song Essence by WizKid featuring Thames. What's to say about this song?
It's not a summer song.
First of all, yeah, it's not a summer song. It arrived in fall of 2020, but apparently it took off in the summer of 2021, and then it began to barrel to the top of the Hot 100, as Rolling Stone
Probably
says.
for a year, it stays there. Songs that are there, as it was, is still number 3 or something.
Yeah,
like it's
there.
Just staying there.
So it's an Afrobeat kind of. I don't know let me look up some lyrics really quick for it, but it didn't stick out to me in any significant way.
So it's a groovy song. If you're choosing a playlist to have high highs and low lows, this would be a part of the low lows. Something that you can slow dance to,
but not a summer song, not a dancey summer song.
So considering this a summer song, I find it generic in all aspects. be number 10 on this list. It shouldn't be. Man,
it shouldn't be there at all.
I don't.
This is where
like
Hot in
it.
Here should be. This is where Hot in Here should be.
Or-
Absolutely.
Oh, I mean,
Or
anything
higher.
else. I mean, they could have had Hey Ya at number 10 at this list.
Yeah.
And it would be more fun.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
So at number 9, we got the Go-Go's with Vacation 1982.
This is one of those songs that you
Love
listen to
it.
and you go, oh, it's that song. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we did with the last couple episodes.
I want to vibe with it on the beach, man.
Mhm.
I want to come back from swimming in the ocean, just have enough vacation, man.
Yeah.
I think it's genuine, right?
Yes, I think it was genuine. I think it's a good placement.
For sure.
Number 10 was generic, not a good placement at all. It definitely needed something else. How about we move on to number 8? We've got Prince with the song When Doves Cry. First of all, we're not even going to talk about it before we say genuine. Genuine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy. Look at the Purple Man.
Yeah,
you know?
come on. Look at the man right there, guys.
Exactly.
Come on.
There's a reason he's in our studio.
Gee, so we don't really need to talk about this. I love it being at number 8.
Mhm.
Uh,
I love the cred going to Prince nowadays.
yeah.
I feel like Prince didn't get as much cred 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. But now he's getting
Yeah.
way more cred. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. Number 7, Justin, what do you got for us?
Alex Cooper's School's Out
Mhm.
72. Come on. Can you get a better School's Out song than this? I mean,
No way. It's a great summer song. It's intended to be a summer song.
Yeah,
it was
Last Day.
released in May of 1972. Everything about this song is a summer song.
yeah.
There's no doubt. And so genuine. Easy.
Perfect placement, honestly.
Mhm.
Maybe not in front of Prince, but we're not going to nitpick that much. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Number
come on.
6.
Is Public Enemy's Fight the Power
Mhm.
back in 89.
Mhm.
Whew, my goodness. If you don't call this a genuine song, I don't know. I think there's something wrong with you.
Or I don't like you.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So they're getting these last picks correct.
Yeah, mostly.
They're doing a really good job with this. And then again at number 5, we had the Beach Boys, California Girls.
Mhm. Which I was like, California Girls. And then I was
Yeah.
like, not that song. That's
No.
not it.
No, and it's not the Snoop Dogg song. 'Cause Snoop Dogg's next.
Yeah.
But so I love this song. I love the Beach Boys being on here. I wish we had more of the Bee Gees, but you can't. I think it's genuine.
Yeah.
I love this being at number 5.
Totally, all the way.
So at number 4, what do we have, Jack?
We have Gin and Juice by Snoop Doggy Dogg. And I mean,
Ooh.
come on.
93,
G-Funk.
Summer Barbecue Classic.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Grab a drink, gin juice. I mean, just hang out. It's humid. Just get your groove on.
Yeah, let me look up when it was released. So it was in the year of 93, but I'm trying to find the month that it was released. November. So it was released in November, but it
Ooh.
probably one of those songs released in the fall or winter, if you want to say, if you live where we live. This is probably a song that got famous around summertime because it's definitely feels like a summertime song too. Like when I think of November, I totally don't think of gin and juice and rolling down the street. Because in Minnesota, you don't roll down the street, you slide down the street. Anyway, number
or you
3.
glide across the leaves.
Yeah, that too. Number 3, we've got the song "Got to Give It Up" by Marvin Gaye.
It's part 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
out in 77, man. Jeez,
Genuine.
I really appreciate that they're putting some of the older songs down here and not having like Old Town Road down here.
Yeah, if they had Old Town Road at number 1, I'd hate this list
It's
forever.
like, what are you
Well,
doing?
or if they had Summer Girls at number 1, I would hate this list as well.
Well, one song that my mom mentioned, Summertime Sadness, hasn't been on this list.
I can't believe that song hasn't made it on this list.
Yeah, but they had the Taylor Swift Cruel Summer or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not even...
It's not that good of a song.
Stop it.
Summertime Sadness.
Jeez.
It was released in 2012 too. They had a lot of time to put this on. Lana Del Rey.
Jeez.
I don't know. This is a honorable mention for this list.
For
Since
sure.
Rolling Stone wouldn't do it for us.
Sure. So Marvin Gaye, number 3, genuine. I like
Genuine.
it. I
Easy.
like it. So at number 2, what do we have?
We have the song Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas, and classic. I think a lot of people covered this song as well.
Back in the 60s, 65.
Let's read what Rolling Stone has to say about it. The ultimate invitation to get outside and cut loose, Dancing in the Street reinvents the world, as a giant summertime block party. Co-written by Marvin Gaye, it has the greatest party jam lyrics ever written and drums like a gunshot. The song took on political meaning during the riots of the 1960s and became a civil rights anthem in its process. I think actually, too, that the Rolling Stones covered that song, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple different...
Dancing in the Street.
Yeah, there's a couple different covers of it.
It's definitely classic to the American songbook.
Oh, yeah.
Songbook, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
And at number 1... We need a drum roll. Actually, why don't we have a drum roll?
Well, they've all been genuine up to here, except for the first one.
That's
man,
true.
My goodness. And at number 1, man, we'll do a cheers. Man,
yes.
Before the booze, after the booze. So we have Chic with Good Times
in
1979. I love it. I love it being here. I love the song. I put it directly onto my beach playlist. It's what it needs to. You need to, like, anybody just like want to listen to it on the beach. Like, it doesn't matter your preferences. It doesn't matter your taste.
It's very universal.
Man, it makes you want to move. It makes you want to do the dumbass
disco move.
Disco move. Come on. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, I mean, this list, it's like
it's
85% genuine in total, but like
then knocked back by their horrible placements of certain songs, like Hot in Here by Nelly.
No, it's I like it. I like it. I like it like that with Cardi B. That one is just disgusting. Why is it at number 11? What is going on?
Yeah.
Could you just please put the original, like, for example, like they did with Dancing in the Street.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
put the original song in there.
Yeah.
So why did they do it here and make the right decision here?
And then not earlier in the list. Yeah, I don't know.
They can make the right decisions. They can have earlier songs near the top.
There's just a lot of inconsistency. And I think there's more than one person contributing to this list because, that doesn't make any sense.
Here, you do 1 through 10. You do 10 through 20.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what songs to pick.
Yeah. So this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Please download or stream this episode wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and or a comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening.